Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode on Sailing with Ahi. Today we're gonna talk about the last few months, what we did, where we sail, and what we do. So
Yeah, exactly. So to start with, we decided to go hide in the Dominican Republic for the hurricane season. So at the end of the Bahamas season, we ended up spending over maybe 7 months in the Bahamas, and we sailed down to the DR in Luperon, and we had to check on the boat as well because while we were in the Bahamas, I was scraping the hull and I found a like fiberglass repair underwater that has to be done. So once we got to the DR, we ended up jumping on that project immediately because I didn't want to get the water through the wood core of the boat because it's a wood core boat. So
So we found a place that we
Yeah.
can haul out the boat over there. The people who worked in the Dominican Republic was so amazing. They help us with the repair, the pull out, and everything was smooth as well. So
yeah, nothing to add. The guys were very sharp. So we ended up talking with the yard over there, and we had like a schedule for our pullout, and they were equipped to lift the catamaran as well. So not only the monohull, it's not very a shallow descent to come in and out, so not every boat can be lifted out from Luperon, but for us it was just working fine. So we did the haul out, and then once the haul out was done, I could actually grind off the fiberglass and get to the wood core, see if the boat was damaged under the epoxy, and ended up it was just perfectly healthy. Like the wood did not have any moisture spot.
So as you can see, is just like a crack, and it's almost like 6 feet.
A bit less than that,
A bit
four,
less?
4 feet, maybe a bit more than a meter long, and then it was like 2 to 3 millimeters of width, and then it was deep, maybe
Like a nail, like a we could.
nail deep. Yeah, just they barely put your fingernail in there. So basically, maybe 1/8 of an inch deep.
So we were happy to find that the crack wasn't deep and like that was repairable actually. So that was perfect for us.
Yeah, that was a big relief. And then we ended up just grinding off, letting the wood core dry because it was still on the water
Moist.
for a good bit. So we let it dry for maybe 2 days, just the time I could get my hand on all the equipment I needed. So the way we did the fix was microfilling bubble with West System epoxy. We did a fill up with that and making sure no air bubble was sticking out from the crack. And then once it was filled, we sanded it off. We added 2 times 4 ounces fiberglass strips, and then we added at the end on top of that another 12 ounces of fiberglass mat, and that leads us to like 20 ounces thick worth of reparation material. And then it was a long time just sanding off and
Preparing.
making it like smooth. we've been sailing for. It has been almost a year and a half at that point,
Yes.
and the bottom coat was due. So
we make 2 coat of bottom coat,
we did 2.
but that was a thin layer, not
Yeah.
not as thick as we would like.
Yeah, and it was hard to roll the paint over there.
Because the weather in the Dominican Republic is very hot, and
Yeah.
your painting is just like drying so fast. So we had a hard time to just cover the boat perfectly. So yeah, the painting was drying too fast. So we only put like 2 thin layers of bottom coat.
Yeah, and I would suggest to use a thinner if you're in the DR and you're rolling it. That way you can roll a bit more.
Yes.
Because it was hard to be working with. I can tell you that.
We should have put a thinner, of course.
Yeah. Once that was done, we put back the boat in the water, and it was time to have some fun in the DR. We could actually explore a little bit because there's multiple national parks that are just mountains, coffee farm. We have cocoa farm, cocoa farm as well, and then it's beautiful. It's pretty cheap, and then there's a bunch of Airbnbs in the mountains that are just super cheap per night, and you can just go off, rent a bike and head out to the mountains, and it was chiller too. We had 15 degrees Celsius less heat than if you'll stay by the sea.
So the living in the Dominican Republic and the harbor was hard because that was so hot and no air, but that was perfect for the hurricane season for the boat. So we put the boat in the harbor, and as Hugues said, we just enjoy the mountain with the bike that we bought over there. So that was it. That was a nice like 3 months that we had over there.
Definitely, and we ended up buying a motorcycle. That way we don't have to be renting all the time, and it was it's pretty easy to buy a bike over there. So we ended up buying one, and we had buddies from other boats that helped us discover the DR. They were there for a while, so we ended up in the most epic bike trip ever in the mountains and parks. And the views were just amazing. We have some good footage of one of the trail we did, the Pyramid Drive. That was just epic.
Breathtaking.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the coolest dirt bike run ever, I will say.
That was so beautiful. Like the fresh air, the mountains, the view,
people, fruits,
everything,
vegetables. It's hard to beat from time to time.
Yeah. After that, we have the chance to return to the Canada to see families and friends. And thank you to my brothers, Nicolas, because he bought us ticket planes to return and
surprise your family.
Surprise my family and his family. So we had the chance to just say hi and
enjoy the summer in Canada, which is just as smooth, I will say, as summer anywhere else.
Oh yeah, and just stay for like two months and a half, I think.
We did 2 months through.
So.
And then I got a chance to go surprise my family. We got a chance to surprise your family, and then we ended up surfing and doing some wing foil as well in the area of Quebec City. And then it was very delightful moment with the family that we hadn't had a chance to see for a good couple of months, if not years. So we were very, very happy. And once that 2 months was done, we came back and we had the chance to have some friend over. They flew from Canada to come and climb the Pico Duarte.
It's the highest mountains to climb in the Caribbean. So if you had the chance to do it, it's an epic trail, but we have to say that was harder than we thought.
Yeah.
Like that was
that
was a big mountain.
Remember how high it was?
It was 3,100
3,100 meter, something like it. It's a long trail. It's high, but it's long as well. So it's good chunk of walking. Usually it's done in 3 days.
And we did it in 2 days because our friends was there for only 7 days with the in and out
of the country.
Yes, so that was a pretty tight schedule, but I mean that was worth it for sure. But that was an epic adventure.
So once we were done with the friends coming over the DR, we decided to get the boat ready for our new season for sailing. So we had a friend over there, Panorama from Quebec City. He has a big catamaran, and we just we put our boat next to his. That way we could finish the work and getting the boat fueled up, watered, and everything before we leave, actually. So the plan was to go to Puerto Rico and sail to the BVIs. So we ended up sailing all the way down to Samana Bay. It's on the east side of the DR. And we had to bail out during the night after the second night because the weather was getting kind of mushy and bad. And then we ended up needing way more fuel than we thought we would. That makes us have to stop to refuel in the DR again. And after that episode, we tried the Mona once, but the weather window were closing, so we didn't have much of a good opportunity to cross. And then we were a month before Christmas, and we knew that if we didn't get through on that specific date, we will end up doing Christmas alone in Samana. We knew nobody there, and so we decided. We ended up just sailing back to the Bahamas. It was just a no-brainer for us.
That was easier. I mean...
Oh, way more than easier.
And the sail was so smooth. The second that we decided to just turn around and go with the wind without motor, and that was the perfect sail.
Exactly.
So...
We had beautiful sail all the way down to the Turk and Caicos, maybe 2 days and a half after departing from Samana. And then we ended up coming back in the Bahamas to once again just enjoy the good spearfishing, nice weather season.
The blue water,
the anchorage so safe. So for us, it was very, very. It was a very, very good move. So that's about that. We have to say thank you to the Patreons we have, and then for the self platform Buy Me a Coffee as well. We had a bunch of people that give us a few coffee. They bought us.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. It just helps. It paid off a couple of groceries, I can tell.
So if you want to encourage us as well, or just support us one time, just feel free to buy us a coffee or add up to our Patreon page. We will put the link in the...
we'll put in the description of the videos. It's always so much appreciated. I mean, we just share with the adventure we have, and then we, if we can inspire a few people to live through what we're doing. I mean, we're just happy to be there in your everyday life too. So yes, and maybe in the future we'll see another video, because right now we're going to the United States after the Bahamas seasons. Just go grab a new Zodiac and then grab a few repair equipment. Yeah, we decided to add a freezer as well on the boat, because we just had fridge. So we might get a video of all the equipment we're gonna go get in West Palm Beach in just a few days. We ended up having a good discount with the Young Cruiser Association as well. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys around.
Bye.
Bye bye.